everybody, good morning. Welcome to the Scott Show Wake Up Call. This is Scott here. We are doing it up every single morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, the Scott Show Wake Up Call coming to you live. Now, I know that some people are always like, well, what happens if it comes at 8:01 or 8:02? If you guys want to listen to it live, you go to 102550.net / The Scott Show. It pops up right away and gives us lots of love. That's what we do here on the Scott Show podcast. Is we give you guys the easiest way to listen to us live. And want to give a big shout out to Speaker.com, as they are wonderful and helping us out a lot with really cool stuff. So we get to our thumbs up, thumbs down, but we always start out with checkiday.com as we make it happen today. We'll see what holidays are today. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Cupcake Day, but it's always a Cupcake Day in my world. So, folks, and we got lots of mentions, shout-outs, thumbs up and thumbs down, including some on soccer. We normally don't have that. Folks, hold on okay, here we go. Sorry, technical difficulties go a long way here, especially in the Scott Show. Who knew? Who knew that happened? All right, so we got a few of them today. It's International Girls' Day. It's Loosen Up, Lighten Up Day. It's National American Teddy Bear Day. It's National Pickle Day today. I love pickles. National Spicy Guacamole Day. National Young Readers Day. It's Operating Room Nurse Day. Spirit of National Speakers Association Day, and it's World Diabetes Day. So there you go. And that's awesome. So those are wonderful days we got today, especially it's National Pickle Day. I do remember one of my dear friends calling her boyfriend a pickle, and that was her joke. Is she pretty much that was her insult for any guy? Is she just said he's such a pickle. So great stuff going on there. All right, so we go to our thumbs up, thumbs down for today. First thumbs up goes to my family. I had a nice conversation yesterday on Facebook with some of my family. I got some shout-outs for them here in a little bit. But we were talking about how young the family looks. We have a very young-looking family, and we are blessed. As you know, we are. We're just blessed because we have a great family. And a very young-looking family. I have some cousins of mine who, if you guessed their age, you'd be 20 years off. Amazing. Just amazing stuff. Alright, I want to give a thumbs down to, and it's kind of weird how I'm going to do this, so I apologize. It's not to 911, because I love 911, and I give them lots of credit. I give thumbs down to the capacity of how many calls they can get in Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington had to come out with social media blitz last night saying do not call 911 unless it's a life emergency. Apparently there were a lot of things going on in Seattle last night, and 911 was over capacity. You would call 911 and get a busy signal. So I'm a little concerned at that same point with their emergency services and what to do when something happens in Seattle. But we'll be following that a little bit more and making some new friends in Seattle as we do. Alright, and I want to give a thumbs up to the Keurig people, as that's how I make my morning coffee or morning tea, whatever I'm going to have in the morning. I normally put Keurig on there. I have a little thing. You put the water. You put the water in the stuff, and yeah, it's great. You know, this is how this wake up call works. You put the water in the stuff. But Keurig machine is awesome. It makes you hot water. It makes you great coffee. It makes you everything you need. And Sean Hannity has a show on Fox, as he has forever. Keurig was a sponsor, and Keurig took away the sponsorship. And people decided to take it to social media to destroy their Keurig machines. First of all, to the people who were destroying your Keurig machines, you're idiots. Because you paid for it. I don't understand why people would pay an exorbitant amount of money and then destroy it because, oh my goodness, they hurt my feelings. It's a machine. It's not the company. Right now, if I got a Kevin Spacey Keurig machine, I wouldn't care that it had the guy's name on it. I might take a Sharpie to it. So there you go. Take a Sharpie to your Keurig machine and cover the name. And then just call it that generic coffee machine. But don't be an idiot and destroy what's yours and then have to go buy a new one or just plainly be an idiot. So, come on, people. Common sense. Common sense. Thumbs down to Roy Moore. You guys have heard probably numerous things about this. If you have not, get underneath, live from underneath the rock. But he has more women coming out talking about his sexual perversions. And, folks, I really hate talking about this stuff, but I do feel it needs to be discussed. The guy has been well known in Alabama, apparently, for being a creep. And now that he's running for Senate, he's a creep. So, yeah, drop out. Something. It is funny that even in the Congress of terrible people, they're even calling for his removal. Mitch McConnell, who has the personality of my wall, even though my wall has a little bit of personality, has said he believes the women. So, whatever. I hope that I don't have to deal with this too much. We will go to the politics channel for that. As we have a few other things later on today, we do the politics chat. Big thumbs up to Sweden, who made the World Cup this year. Very excited that Sweden is going to be in the World Cup. But thumbs down to Italy, who did not make the World Cup because of the same game. They made a 0-0 tie. And with all the finality, Italy is not in the World Cup. It just happens, folks. Alright, so we got our those are the thumbs up, thumbs down for today. Had to throw in some soccer ones. I know we got some great friends in the United Kingdom and Canada who listen to this show. We actually have new Canadian friends, which is awesome. And if you guys want, like, share, subscribe, hook us up, comment, say hi, whatever you guys want to do, and we give you a shout out here live on the Thescottshow podcast. Including, we give a shout out to my family. First of all, I gotta give a shout out to my family. I want to give a shout out to Jamie, Sue, and Tara. Big time shout out to you guys. I want to give a shout out to Holly. And shout out to Eric and Christy. Yesterday they celebrated 4 years of being together, which is awesome. So go Eric and Christy. A shout out to Ed, one of my favorite truck drivers. John, also one of my favorite truck drivers. And then I give another shout out to Jonathan, who's not a truck driver, but just a cool guy. And I give a big shout out to my running buddy Mike. He's cool, so big time shout out for him. He just finished a half marathon in Syracuse, so big time shout out to him. And I'll be in Syracuse, so I look forward to seeing Mike there. And then we go to our mentions before we head out here today on the Thescottshow podcast. And I go get some tea and coffee and wake up a little bit. Hunger and Homelessness Week is ongoing. Tonight we have a few sleepouts all around this country, and it's really cool. We're going to be giving some more details here on the 10/25/50 Hunger and Homelessness Week show that we're going to do later on today. The AP poll show is up. Duke University still in number one. Check that show out. A lot of the poll shows that we do are going to be really quick, but that's kind of how I want to do them. If you guys want to hear more insight or you want to hear more stuff going on, just give me a heads up and we'll make it happen for you guys. It's the People's Podcast. That's what we do. Devotional show is today. That's our first show, Bible show that's not Scriptures with Scott Sunday show. So we have our devotional show showing up today, which I'm really excited about. We got a cool thing on the Bible app that has a devotional, so we'll be doing that up today. The 2017 awards. So I can actually announce today that on January 11th, which is a big day in my life, on January 11th, we will have the 2017 awards. And yeah, so we're going to do that up. January 11th, 2017 awards, live here on the Thescottshow podcast. And we'll have a whole bunch of fun. And the one thing I want to give some shout out to and awards to, as we'll just kind of keep it open and say, okay, this is the best of 2017 for this, and this. But I want to ask you guys what your favorite podcast is so far. And if you guys have any in particular, that would be awesome. So big time shout out for that. And then TCW Fantasy Wrestling on Thursday night. It is our last show for 6 days, since WWE does have a really busy weekend in Houston, so we're going to be covering all that. We do not do TCW shows on WWE pay-per-view nights. And then on the 22nd, we're going to have another show that's on Thanksgiving, or the day before Thanksgiving, actually. And then on the 26th is TCW Party Time, where we crown our new world champions in 5 different divisions. So check that out. Busy November so far, and we're just getting busier and having more fun as we go along. And the last thing I got to give a shout out to is Patreon.com. We're going to be loading that up today and giving lots of shout outs and taking care of business. Because we want our Patreon to build. And so like, share, subscribe, and love the Patreon. Get involved. Let's make things happen, folks. And we'll see you here real soon here on the Thescottshow podcast. Bye for now.